now playing with portable power, ladies and gentlemen. The Game Boy Advance SP is the third mainline Game Boy, first launched in 2001. This is the model AGS-001 of the Game Boy Advance SP, released in 2003. This is undoubtedly one of the best handheld game systems I've ever had the pleasure of having, and I'm happy to share all of the details and the excellent games that you can get for it. And while I saw this thing a lot growing up and was able to play it thanks to a friend, I unfortunately missed out on it totally because I was a Sony kid at the time, so I squandered the chance to purchase it. As a result, I passed up the chance to acquire a Game Boy Advance SP or a Nintendo DS in favor of the PlayStation Portable. I now know that if I had a Game Boy Advance SP or any other Game Boy Advance models at the time, including the Micro, I would have probably put in just as many hours as I did with my PSP. Just know that it's not too late if you're collecting handheld systems today and never had a Game Boy Advance as a kid. First, let's look at the Game Boy Advance SP itself. While it differs from the original Game Boy Advance, which I believe was a lot more comfortable, it's still a good looking model, and the version you're looking at is the NES models, which is one of the more intricate Game Boy Advance models to find, so I'm very fortunate to have this in my collection. The SP's greatest feature is that it is moddable, allowing you to utilize a variety of shells, colors, and other accessories, making it one of the most customizable handheld game systems ever created. Now, the model of the Game Boy Advance SP I have is the AGS-001, which has a front-lit screen as opposed to the AGS-101, which has a backlit screen, but both consoles are rechargeable and aesthetically identical. When you look at the front of the console, you can see the front-lit brightness button, the D-pad, and the A and B buttons, with the speakers in the center bottom on top of the select and start buttons. And then to your left is the volume control, and on the right is where you would execute the power to turn on the Game Boy and prepare for hours of entertainment. The L and R shoulder buttons are located on the top of the console, and to top it off, there is an AC adapter that charges the battery as well as a link cable. There is a vast collection of fantastic games for the Game Boy Advance, including Pokemon Sapphire and Pokemon Fire Red, as well as additional titles for the Game Boy Advance, including Mario Kart Super Circuit, Super Mario Advance, F-Zero GP Legends, Sonic Advance, and Tekken Advance. There are so many choices that I become indecisive. There's also an incredible amount of arcade ports from companies like Sega, Midway, and Namco, as well as Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, which was quite impressive on the Game Boy Advance. In addition to having either a front-lit or backlit screen, the Game Boy Advance is backwards compatible with Game Boy and Game Boy Color games, allowing you to play 3 times as many games. As you can see from the front-lit screen, the games look fantastic on this device, which, considering it's a 32-bit portable system, says a lot about the Game Boy Advance. Many of the games that run on here have excellent vibrant colors and a solid frame rate, including Doom, which I don't have for my collection but have seen, and it looks way better than the Super Nintendo version. There are a lot of great fan-favorite games on the Game Boy Advance, such as Sonic Advance 2, which runs and plays great on the system and even has a terrific soundtrack. That blast processing is incredible to behold. So much for Nintendo, don't you think? Of course, a Nintendo console wouldn't be complete without some Nintendo brand games, such as Mario Kart Super Circuit, which plays quite well on this system and is almost a hybrid between Super Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo and Mario Kart 64 on the Nintendo 64. If that was their goal, they achieved it since this game is just plain entertaining. Although the fact that I crash frequently doesn't help. I'm a scumbag. F-Zero is one series that I believe should make a comeback very soon, and what we have here is GP Legends, which is easily the best racing game on the Game Boy Advance in my opinion. It's nice and colorful and is a great homage to the original F-Zero on Super Nintendo while still maintaining the modern gameplay of the later F-Zero games like X and GX on the Nintendo 64 and GameCube respectively. I suppose it's now or never to say Falcon Punch? Not. Part of one of the most iconic RPG series of all time and a great classic on the Game Boy Advance is Pokemon Fire Red, which was provided to me by a very good friend of mine, for which I am quite grateful since I get to display this game to you guys, and so far I'm really loving it. However, I can't say I've been having the best luck. Pikachu is a wuss. As previously stated, it is backwards compatible with Game Boy and Game Boy Color games. Thus, if you have the model AGS-001 or 101 models, you may play thousands of Game Boy games on your Game Boy Advance SP with the front-lit or backlit screen, as well as old-school black and white Game Boy games. The Game Boy Advance SP is an excellent portable console, yet you can buy an original Game Boy Advance model and have the screen modified to be either front-lit or backlit, so you technically don't need the SP. Objectively, everyone will say that the original Game Boy Advance model was easier to handle, which I agree with, but it does lack a rechargeable battery, which is why some people may be hesitant to buy it. However, you can always buy rechargeable batteries for it, which is what I would recommend. However, if you're a die-hard collector like me, a Game Boy Advance SP is a must-have. It's entirely up to you whether you want the AGS-001 model or the AGS-101 model. It's a wonderful handheld console to collect in my opinion, but depending on who you buy it from, especially the last Game Boy Advance model, the Game Boy Micro, it may be quite pricey. I would prefer getting the original Game Boy Advance so you can modify the screen to make it backlit and use rechargeable batteries, but if you do have the money, go out and get a Game Boy Advance SP for your collection, since I think it would look great on your shelf. This brings my Game Boy Advance SP review to a close. If you enjoyed this review, leave a like on this video, and if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next review. Take care.